field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The play clock's running down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the... And got his man complete. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And now running right through it. Former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise, and he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Moore now, looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, again, they go pro-size. And a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down. Moore. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Moore. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On first down, Procise. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Moore to throw on 2nd down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Moore throwing on 4th down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. The gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. This is Process. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Process, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to slump him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, that's Carson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watching that, Barney. Set. Green 39.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Moore Looking to throw on second down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check, Patrick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken at his 4. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, 30. Past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A quick hitter complete. It's Douglas. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Well, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to shake him off. Now he's forced out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Detroit. Here we go now.
They'll hand it off to Procise. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Red zone opportunity. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll try to run down here with Procise, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Douglas. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Let's go! Good, good! Over!
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the back goes into motion. They'll try and throw for it here, eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go! Green! No, Jack!
On the handoff, this is Procise. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Right back to Procise. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Hurry up, here we go.
More now. Off play action. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Peterman. And he's got it in the end zone. It's a bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now let's go. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Moore. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll go with the keeper. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start out with a run from Procise. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Precise. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go.
From the gun, Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Procise. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick is